Good evening, everyone, and welcome as always to the Ballyholland news on a Monday evening. It is the 10th of August. So I am going to start as always with my shout outs and birthdays for last week. Just before I go into my shout outs, I just wanted to send my condolences to the family of John McDonald. As you can see, John is pictured there with his lovely wife Madge, and I had featured them back in June for both their birthdays. Unfortunately, John passed away suddenly on Friday. John was married to Madge, and they live on the Betty's Hill Road in Ballyholland. From everybody in the Ballyholland area, we would just like to send our condolences to his wife Madge, his sons Sean and Stephen, and his daughter Mary Beth Higgins. So from everybody in Ballyholland, we're very sorry for your loss. So I'm going to move on then to my birthday shout outs. So the first birthday shout out I have is for Kiva Turley. She is one of our senior camogues. I think there's a photograph there of her. So a very, very happy birthday to Kiva from everybody at the Ballyholland Camogues. The next birthday shout out I have is for Aoife and Anya McParland. They were 20, so very happy 20th birthday, girls, from all the Camogues again. Then the next birthday is Cassie McAloon. Very happy 12th birthday to Cassie, again from all the girls at the Camogie in Ballyholland. Very happy birthday, Cassie. Next birthday shout out is for Kieran Murda. Everybody knows him as Boo. Boo was a big 40 last week, and there he is with his lovely sons. Very happy 40th birthday, Boo, from everybody at Ballyholland Harps. And then our last birthday shout out is for another friend of Boo's, Paul McAteer. Everybody knows him as Mac. He had his birthday celebrations on Saturday night. He was 40. So happy 40th birthday, Mac, from everybody at Ballyholland Harps. So I'm just going to move on then to my GAA update. And there is some lovely photographs, as you can see, from some of the games taken by Colin Lynch, who is our club photographer, and then also Brendan Monaghan, who always takes plenty of photographs for us at the games. So last week, our first game, we had our under-17s. They played Downpatrick, and they had a great win there, 6-14 to 3-9. Absolutely fantastic game to be at. Boys really, really pulled it out of the bag in the second half. Then Tuesday, we had our under-13s. They were playing Saville. So the final score there was Ballyholland 8-12, Saville 1-2. On Wednesday, our under-11s travelled to Tullalish, and they had another great win. The scoreline in that game was Ballyholland 5-13, Tullalish 3-8. Then on Saturday, our reserves travelled to Bransford, and it was another win for the club. Ballyholland 2-8, Bransford 1-14. And then on Sunday, we had our more under-11 league games. Now, I've missed out one of the score lines here, but they were playing 3 games, and unfortunately, we didn't get a win from any of those games. But the lads really had some great performances and plenty to learn for the under-11s. So the next thing then that I'll just talk about is the championship game on Thursday in Kilcoo. Ballyholland v Dara Cross. So this is our first championship game for our seniors, and that throw-in is at 7:30 in Kilcoo. If I could just ask everybody to check with your team mentors. There was WhatsApp sent out on the regulations for spectators, as the club has only been issued a certain amount of tickets for spectators and passes for squad. So the club has had to come up with some different ways of allocating those out. There will be tickets allocated to Club Ballyholland members, 1 ticket per Club Ballyholland membership, and they will be given out tomorrow evening in the club at, I believe it's 7:30. But what I'll do is I'll put an update up on the Facebook page this evening, just for anybody that's wondering how they would go about getting a ticket for the game. And obviously you can contact any committee member if you had any questions about the game. But there will be limited spectators, and it will all be controlled by the county board. So unfortunately you can't arrive at the gate. It's ticket only to the championship game. Just the same club update around health questionnaire completion, just to clarify for anybody that isn't sure. Obviously it's brilliant at the minute. Everybody is completing their health questionnaires for every training session and every match, but just bear in mind you need to have completed your health questionnaire for each session. If you do one on a certain night, it won't pass over onto the next session. You need 1 per session. And again, speak to your team COVID supervisor if you have any concerns about what way we're doing that there, but it's one health questionnaire per session. And then obviously it doesn't apply to us because our club bar isn't open, but face coverings have become mandatory in Northern Ireland. So obviously that would apply to them anywhere around Ballyholland. If you're in a shop or in an enclosed space, face coverings are mandatory. And then same with the club, obviously the government announced last week the bars weren't opening, and that includes our own inside bar, but obviously we do have the beer garden outside that is still up and going with a waiter service to table only, as everybody knows and everybody's following the rules. So the beer garden will be still open for the whole month of August. Then I'm going to move on to the camogie update from Caroline, Poland. And I think there's some photographs as well just to go with this here from camogie games last week. Excuse me. So last week, the seniors, minors, under 16s and under 14s all participated in fixtures. First up was the seniors. Had their last league fixture against Ahaderg. Fantastic performance from our girls, winning 6-14 to 4 points. First game for the minors, they played and won against our neighbours, Newry Shamrocks, and that was at home on Wednesday night. The under 16s were defeated by Ahaderg on Thursday evening, and the under 14s had a super win against Warren Point on Saturday. Thank you to all the camogie players, coaches, COVID officers, supporters and committee members for their continued support. Then there's another busy week for the camogues. The first game is the seniors, and they are playing against Mayo Bridge tonight. That game is now at 7:15 at home. Let's get behind the girls and ensure we continue to follow the guidelines and social distance. So anybody that would like to have a wee evening out, you can certainly go over. And if it's raining, you can sit in our stand. The camogue seniors are at home this evening. Tuesday, the under 14s are away to Mayo Bridge. Thursday, the under 16s are away to Mayo Bridge. And good luck to everyone participating in all the camogie games this week. And also, the camogues would like to thank Brenton Monaghan for attending all their games last week and taking the brilliant action shots. So that is the camogie update for this week. Then I will move on, Cathal, to the lotto draw. If you could just pull that there up, which took place last night in the club.
Rosie, our PRO, will be on death tomorrow night. So if you have any shoutouts or messages or whatever wishes, give her a call or send her a message and you can call her tomorrow. That's it on out of the draw. And our first number up is number 32. Next number is number 5. Third number 19. Fourth and final number 16. Then numbers again 5, 16, 19, 32.
So that was our lotto draw that took place last night, and a recap of the numbers: 5, 16, 19 and 32. There was no jackpot winner and there were no match 3 winners either. So that brings our jackpot total next week to £8,000. As always, you can do the lotto in Ballyholland shop. It can be done online on Club Funder, which I will post on Facebook, the link again for everybody. And you can do it with your team mentors on a weekly basis. Then I'm just going to move on to some local news. So there's not really a lot happening with regards to my normal updates from Declan McAteer. What I did notice on the council website was, just for anybody that's not aware, they have recommenced their bulky collection service. So for anybody that was doing clear outs during lockdown and maybe has some large items lying outside at the house, they have resumed this service. So it's things like large electrical appliances, wood items like wardrobes or tables and bicycles. They can't take sofas or beds or carpets at the minute, but certainly have a check of the council website or their Facebook page, and all the details of that bulky collection service, which commenced today, are on their website. Then moving on to Ballyholland Community Centre. The community centre has fully reopened to its normal hours. So their hours are Monday 9 to 9, Tuesday 9 to 6, Wednesday 9 to 9, Thursday 9 to 7, and Friday and Saturday 9 to 3. So obviously that just means that the gym is opened now a lot more for anybody, but I think they are still restricting their numbers to 3 people. But certainly there is a lot going on in the community centre at the minute. As you can see, they're There's yoga. I know there's stage school have started. There's Irish dancing. There is gymnastics. So if you want to check out the Ballyholland Community Centre Facebook page, all the details of everything that's going on is on the Facebook page. And if you have any questions, you can drop them a private message, because they're really good at getting back to you quickly with any questions that you have. So that's Ballyholland Community Centre back up and running all next week. And then my final bit of an update is from Ballyholland FC. James was on the phone to me earlier on. So unfortunately, their game on Saturday was cancelled. So they didn't have a game last week. But their training continues on Tuesdays and Thursdays in Durlecky. If anybody is a budding soccer fan and would like to join Ballyholland FC, you can certainly contact their Facebook page or one of the lads that plays for them. They have a game this Saturday in Jennings Park against United LT, who are I think quite a new team in Armagh. So that game is at 2:00 on Saturday in Jennings Park, if anybody would like to go down and support the lads. So that is me for this week, folks. Thank you as always for all your updates and your shout outs, and certainly drop me a line if there's anything else that you think that I could cover, or any association that you would like your news to get out there for the Ballyholland area. So thanks very much, folks. See you next week.